very much. Welcome to our press release. We're Nairobi City County Social Audit Network. We have undertaken a social audit of the Nairobi County Assembly Speaker, which is from the period of December 2022 to April 2023. Nairobi City County Assembly, since the inception of the devolved unit of Nairobi, was established under the constitutional article on Devolution County Assembly Act 2012. We have based our findings according to the social audit conducted at the Nairobi County County Speakers in performance, and following the key and significant areas that would be found to place a good measure of social impact analysis, legislative and oversight analysis, among others. Therefore, we use the following areas of performance indicators to base our scorecard. 1. The legislative role. 2. The oversight capacity. 3. Cohesion, diversity, and gender balance. And 4. Public participation. We all know in the last 10 years, since the establishment of the Nairobi City County Assembly, and coming from a defunct past of the Nairobi City Council, Nairobi City Speaker's office has been a center stage of its existence, and at most has been riddled with political machinations, violence, corruption, and poor leadership. The last County Assembly 2017-2022 is an optimal example of an assembly run through intimidation, misuse of Speaker's office and powers, a toothless County Assembly Public Service Board mingled in ethnicity, harassment, corruption, and bad leadership. The oversight role of checks and balances on the Nairobi City County government in the past by the County Assembly had been compromised and weakened, typically through handouts, intimidation, blackmail, violence, police brutality, and a toxicity environment. The Speaker of the Nairobi County Assembly, Ken Gondi, a seasoned Nairobi politician who has served as an MCA, Deputy Speaker, a Councillor, a Chair of the Health Committee, and became Speaker of Nairobi County on 29th September 2022 after a hotly contested election that divided the Assembly almost into half. I shall now take you through the 4 different areas that we say we used as our tool to carry out the social audit. So number 1, the legislative. According to our findings, the Nairobi City County Assembly, under his leadership, there has been the establishment of the Nairobi City County Assembly Public Service Board, which has seen the smooth running and flow of County Assembly business in conjunction with the Office of the Clerk. The county has passed the highest number of policies and bylaws ever since the existence or the start of devolution. The structural leadership between the Assembly, both minority and majority, are working in a bipartisan perspective and approach taken thanks to the County Assembly Speaker. The same approach has been witnessed according to our findings that legislation, policy, and other instruments needed for the smooth flow is a mode of operation at the County Assembly, e.g. the supplementary budget and the financial appropriation estimates have been brought to the floor of the Assembly, and the Speaker, according to our findings, has ensured the Nairobi City County as a devolved unit remains intact and has built strong channels within the County Government Act with the Executive and the Senate that is people-driven and development and service provision taking center stage. For that, we gave them 8 out of 10 in terms of the legislative process. In the area of oversight, it has been established that the role of oversight of the County Assembly remains vigilant and independent in its operations. Through the County Speaker, the floor of the House has been open for mature debate and has seen little or no standoffs and wrangles that were the norm to the Assembly or at the Assembly. The oversight role played by the County Assembly members, all the 127 of them, rests in the capacity of the Assembly leadership particularly the oversight role of ensuring that what the county government does is in line with the constitution and various statutes provided for. The formation and smooth running of committees of the assembly that have been mandated to interrogate, inquire, make requests for information, both on revenue and expenditure. The findings show that there has been a considerable shift in the oversight role played, and the citizens of Nairobi can rest assured that under the leadership of the Speaker, with his personal traits that enable him to execute such a role and enabling the County Assembly Oversight Committee undertake their mandate as provided for in the County Government Act 2012. The County Assembly, as mentioned, has been able to lobby the Senate for budgetary and county-related committees for increase of funds to the Assembly to enable members to undertake their oversight role mandate with the requisite resources made available. For that oversight, we have seen that they have been able to keep track with everything the county government of Nairobi is doing, and they have built very strong committees that are holding the county government accountable, and at the same time protecting devolution. As you all remember, in the past, Nairobi County lost its devolved unit, and it was under the national government. And all this happened because the county assembly had lost sight over its oversight role. However, this time round, under the leadership of the Speaker, we saw fit to give them 8 out of 10, a great improvement. And you all know, members of the press and the public, that this has been the case. In areas of cohesion, diversity, and gender balance, the Nairobi City County Speaker's Office were, as reported, concluded as the public wanted to know how many officers work at the Speaker's office. It was found to be ethnically balanced, areas of community considerations, and gender sensitive. The office has 6 employees as provided for in the SRC Act and the circular that is given by the SRC. The information we have is that there is 1 personal assistant, a female, who is a Muslim. There is 1 driver who is a Luo. There is a cook who is a Kamba. There is a gardener who is a Luo, and a personal assistant or personal secretary, if I may correct, who is a Kikuyu and a female. The membership of the Public Service Board at the Assembly also scores high in regards to cohesion, as membership of the board comprises of the Speaker, 2 members nominated by both minority and majority parties, and the minority party nominated a female in this sense, the clerk, and 2 members of the public representing the public in that board. And therefore, any recruitment of staff is mandated to the Nairobi City County Assembly Public Service Board, and as provided by the law and the Constitution and the County Government Act. And to be honest, we have seen that the office of the Speaker has a diversity ethnically. In areas of gender balance, they have females who work there. In areas of even religion, they have different religion like Christians, Muslims, and the like. And we can also see the backgrounds that the people who work in that office have. Therefore, unlike it was before with the previous speakers, where we had most of the people coming from one ethnic group, this has scored a 9 out of 10, because the areas of ethnicity, the areas of gender have been covered in this, and therefore the office of the Speaker scores highly on this area. The area number 4 is the area of public participation. The County Assembly of Nairobi has proven to be the one that allows a lot of public participation and access to information. and also receives public petitions and takes action as prescribed in the laws of Kenya and the County Government Act, which enables any public to hold accountable the county assembly or the county government through the county assembly. And the office of the clerk has received great number of petitions from the public, which is witnessed in the account there. And these petitions action has been taken on them. Those which have not been concluded are still in the committee stages. And this, for the first time, we are seeing Nairobi County and the public working together through the office of the Speaker, which allows this and the Constitution. The County Assembly Speaker, who is a non-ardent human rights defender, is people-centered in his approach. His office at the time of our social audit was filled with citizens from all walks of life, and the sense of confidence emitted from the public. And also this is witnessed in the Speaker's Gallery. The Speaker's Gallery is ever packed and busy as sessions in the floor take place actively. The social media and the sessions viewing online is also made public and is updated often so as to inform the general public and the residents of Nairobi. And this we gave 8 out of 10. That brings us to the conclusion of our report. And the mean score that the office of the Speaker scored is 8 out of 10. An improvement, major improvement from where we were before. And this also shows the way the County Assembly leadership, both the minority and majority, are working together to ensure legislation, to ensure public interest, to ensure public land, to ensure even people like hawkers. As you all know, for the county government to be able to implement a policy, it has to go through the county assembly. So like when the county governor of Nairobi comes up with policy, Governor Sakaja has to take it to the Speaker and the clerk and the members so that they can pass it. It is witnessed that just recently, the supplementary budget of the Nairobi County government went through. Currently, we are going through the appropriation, yes, of the financial year 2023-2024. And you can see the bipartisan approach that has been used by the county assembly structures. And this time we feel, and the residents also feel highly, that Nairobi County will receive the services and the people will be happy with how their legislators, their ward representatives, and the county assembly members are working in cohesion and in good pedigree, unlike before, where it was filled with wrangles, violence, and fights. We can take questions for anything that you want clarified. Thank you very much.
And maybe, Mr. Gidega, if I may ask, how did you concentrate on the office of the Speaker? Is it that some bullying work was there?
No, actually, as you all know, when we did the Nairobi County social audit, we also centered on the office of the governor, because every institution has its leadership. So we were not doing a social audit on all the MCAs, to be quite honest, or any committee department. And obviously the office of the Speaker, him being the custodian of the county assembly, him being elected to represent the county members of the assembly, who on the other end represent us and the public as our legislators. So we realized that we had to conduct this audit, so that we can be able to show the public from where it was and where it is now. And remember, social audits are not there to just point out the negativity. They are there also to highlight the positivities that have occurred, and also where changes need to occur. We advise and provide the report to the people we have undertaken the social audit, so that they can also make the changes that are required, if need be.
Okay, I only have one question. According to the report which you have read now, you have read about gender equality and what have you. So, I've not heard where you have indicated where people with disabilities are being recognized.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Like I said before, the County Assembly of Nairobi, through the leadership of the Speaker, the board itself is supposed to have a person with disability. And the law provides in the County Assembly that they nominate persons with disability. Okay? So the persons with disability in the County Assembly are able to access. However, as you all know, it is always a major challenge. And we encourage the County Assembly and the County Speaker and the county government as well to take serious consideration of people's living with disability. Because indeed, we have to move the society together, and Nairobi City County Assembly cannot be left behind in areas of the peoples with disability. Thank you.
Excuse me. Do you think that this social audit has proven the fact that there was a report on ethnicity in the office of the Speaker?
You're saying? Please say that again.
I'm saying, do you think this social audit report has proven that there are allegations that there was ethnicity in the office of the Speaker?
Where are the allegations?
There were some recent allegations.
Okay.
That there is ethnicity in the office of the Speaker.
Okay. As you can see, as I've said, according to the information we have, is that the recruitment of the office of the Speaker is done according to the law with the SRC Act and Circular that is there, that provides for those number of people I've given. And according to the information I have, they have shown that those people who are employed there is Kikuyus, there is different people from different ethnicities. So I don't want to get into any matters of allegations, because our social audit started from the period of December 2022 to April 2023. So I am not aware of those allegations when we were doing this social audit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.